Hi, Todd here from Urban Sound Studio, and I'm here today with the Hartke HA 3500 bass amp. Now, this is absolutely not a new product. This is actually my amplifier from back in the 1990s. And of course, I had to purchase one in the 90s because all of my bass heroes played through this amplifier. It's one of the best-selling bass amps in history. Now, what I found interesting about this amp is that it still holds its own today despite changes in bass amps. We know they've gotten lighter, they've gotten smaller, and there's some additional features that we didn't see on the early amplifiers. What I found interesting about this amp was the ability to select between a solid state or a tube front end. And I didn't really understand the importance back in the day, but if we take a look inside the unit, we can see there's an actual tube when utilizing the tube front end on the preamp. Now, of course, you could watch this video all the way through, or if you want, stop looking at the screen and just listen from this point on, because starting now, I'm going to go through some preamp examples and see if you can tell the difference between the solid state, the tube, and a combination of solid state and tube as the front end of this amplifier. Then when you're done, you could go back and watch and check and see if your answers are correct. But let's get started right now. Now for this next example, we'll incorporate the compressor knob, which is a simple, easy to use one knob compressor over here. And as you turn it up, you hear the click where it engages, and then it adjusts the threshold and the ratio simultaneously. Okay, on the far right-hand side of this amp is the contour section where you have a high and low control, which is a shelf. And you have the ability to either cut or boost this. In our case, in this example, I want to go for a little bit more of a heavy, thumpy sound. So I'm going to do a little bit of a bass boost and also roll off a tiny bit of the top end so I get that nice vintagey sound out of the amp. Now, of course, up front and center, and it lights up, is the graphic equalizer. And we're going to use the graphic equalizer in this next example to get a little bit more detail out of the bass, but also boost the low ends without ever getting too muddy. Thanks for watching. Do you happen to be one of the thousands of people that owns an HA 3500? If so, let us know some of your experiences in the chat below. And as always, please help support this channel by liking the video and hitting subscribe.